Got to ask you this question. Would you prefer to be with a man or a bear in the woods? That's the classic question that's like, oh, she hates men. I think in the most situations, I would rather be around a human being because I don't want to get mauled by a bear. And I would get killed by a bear in like every situation I go against a bear. But also, I can understand the perspective from people that say, why the f is there a random guy in the woods? I can get that. But generally, most people are pretty kind and I believe in humanity, so I wouldn't want to get mauled by a man. And if there's just a random guy in the woods, I could get killed by the fella, and he's probably... A random fella in the woods is more likely to be insane than a bear is to be insane. But the bear will just be violent to me anyway, because that's what a bear is. So I still choose the fella. I still choose the fella because generally most people aren't insane, but the situation does matter. Because, like, if you're choosing a guy, they're probably not going to be able to... Hang on, no. If you choose the guy, 99% of guys are going to be fine, 1% of the guys could be really, really violent. If you choose the bear, you're probably getting eaten by the bear. So most of the time, the guy is fine. If it's like, is it any guy, or is it a specific guy that's crazy in the woods?
Difficult choice 100.
Because if it's a black bear, you can just say, "Whoa," and the black bear goes away. If it's a serial killer in the woods, you would die. But most of the time, pick the guy, unless there's, like the Monty Hall problem. Do you know the information? Is this a black bear, or is it an insane guy? Like, that matters. Is it a grizzly bear? I'm gonna fucking be eaten. Is it a polar bear? I'm gonna be torn asunder. Is the bear shitting in the woods? I'm gonna be torn asunder. Yeah, can we open up the bear first, like the Monty Hall problem? Do we have to choose it halfway through the other answer? Rather taking a guy in a fight than be left 200 and not dead from bear attack. Well, the thing is, again, like a black bear's pretty safe. You could get hurt by a black bear, but from what every American tells me, whenever I'm saying like, guys, I'm terrified of bears, I think about bear could kill me, every fucking American pipes up like, no, black bears are completely fine. But now suddenly, when we get to the bear versus the guy argument, I'm like, what if a guy's a serial killer? And you guys like, no, a black bear could kill you. Chat, should I be scared of bears or not? Because I'm telling you guys that I'm scared of bears, and you keep telling me I shouldn't be scared of bears because black bears are fine. Should I be scared of the bear or should I not be scared of the bear? Because again, I'm Australian. I don't have a frame of reference for this. I'm terrified of bears. But people keep telling me that bears, I shouldn't be scared of black ones because they're going to spook it. Classic woman scared of bear. Again, that's a gigantic creature 10 times my size that could rip me in half. Realistically, you shouldn't be scared of bears. In any situation you run into one, they leave before you knew they were there. That black bears can kill you. They probably won't, but they can. Yeah, like that's what I thought. Again, I feel like, oh, Mako hates men. I love men. I also love women. I also think bears are kind of cute. But I still think a bear could kill me. So I'm gonna choose the guy in like most of the situations. But this is the silly argument that's meant to be like a trap that goes in a podcast with like, oh, see, she's thinking critically, she hates men. No, I think if I was in the middle of the woods and there's a guy that's in the middle of the woods I see suddenly just like standing there, I'm gonna be creeped the fuck out and think that guy's gonna kill me. Yeah, it's a bit of a so you hate waffles thing. You live in a country with some of the most terrifying venomous creatures on the planet, and bears will kill. This is why Americans shouldn't be allowed to speak. People are like, oh, but you're Australian, you're scared of a snake. Guess what? Snakes can't see you. Stand still. They can't see you. Have you ever encountered one? Yes, snakes are very common here. If you stand still, they won't try and kill you. Don't snakes have infrared heat vision? They're not the fucking predator. Do you think it's like fucking a Yorkshire? What do you mean infrared heat vision? What do you think fucking Australians are dealing with here? You guys are like, oh, a snake. This is the size of a snake. This is a person. Stand still. It goes through. I've stood in a river and just watched a snake go between my legs. You stand still, and they won't mess with you. They don't just randomly bite. A bear in the U.S. So USA. You guys have fucking bears. This is the size of a bear compared to a person. A snake isn't shit. A snake isn't shit. Just don't go stomping around tall grass, you're fine. A bear will kill you. Why the f are you guys like making an argument like, oh, how can Australians be terrified of a bear? You guys tell me that when you go camping, you need some kind of anti-bear repellent or a place to put your food so that you don't get mauled to fucking death. If there's a snake in your bed, you're just like, ah, there's a snake in my bed. No one's died of a snake bite in like decades.
100. One time I was told a tiger snake slid over in my sleep at a school camp, and they just had to watch it go over me.
Oh, okay, so wolves born bears. Not anymore, we killed them all. Jesus Christ. Nah, I died once to a snake, that's true. Hate when that happens. Is that primarily because Australia has a lot of anti-venom? Yeah, Australia has anti-venom. How much anti-bear do you guys have? Tell me, if I get ripped in half, can you put me back together from a fucking bear attack? The comparison is nowhere near the same. If I get bit by a snake, I go to a hospital. If I get ripped in half by a bear, I'm fucking dead. And then if I'm in the USA with a bear attack anyway, if I'm ripped in half, they're gonna charge me 100K for the inconvenience. And then I'm gonna die anyway. Yeah, so my final stance is we have anti-venom. We do not have anti-claw / anti-ripped in half. Would you be killed by a bear or a snake? I think a bear would fucking eat me. I've been told I'm very tasty. I have O-negative blood. I am apparently delicious. By all modern media. Who told you that? I did have a girlfriend who bit me a couple times. Hard not to draw blood? I mean, yeah. No, she wasn't a vampire. She just liked biting. Like she had an oral fixation, I think it's called. It's a thing.
Bears aren't even the worst you can run into. Bears might attack you if you're too close or startle them. Usually they just want your food. Cougars will hunt you. They will stalk you, a human, specially to kill and eat you. Also, a mountain lion's scream sounds like a screaming woman, so they have.
The psychological horror you're going through. That's fair. Cougars will hunt you, just like me. What's that? Stable income? A house? A vehicle? I'm gonna fucking lock in. Cougars in my town? More likely than you think. Cleo did say I dress like a cougar. Which was an ouch, but then she apologized and said, no, you don't. But no, I'm not a cougar. I'm 18 years old. Don't show them leggings. And I do have like a one of these. These are my feet. Again, this is an image online, but I do have leopard stockings. That's kooky. God damn it. Yes, okay, again, for this entire tangent that we went through. Yes, I think that the guy in the woods is way less likely to kill me than the bear would. There we go. Is this gonna be like, she doesn't hate men. Of course they don't fucking hate men. Stop asking silly questions and then being angry at the answers from people. You're not even on a podcast. You're doing it for the love of the game. Are you sure you don't hate men? I've had boyfriends. Yes, I am attracted to men. I like men regularly. Some of my best friends are men. That sounds both really racist and sexist at the same time. Name a man. Amelia Earhart. Fuck. Obama's wife's husband.